Have you ever stopped to think that the universe, the same place that dazzles us with stars and shining galaxies, might actually be our greatest enemy? Sounds like an exaggeration, but it's not. Hidden among invisible forces, uncontrollable powers, and inevitable destinies lies a terrifying truth: the cosmos holds secrets that could wipe everything out in just seconds. Today, you're going to discover 6 frightening truths about the universe, and I promise, after this video, you'll never look at the night sky the same way again. Imagine an explosion so violent it would make all the energy the sun releases in its entire lifetime look like a candle flickering in the middle of a raging wildfire. That's the power of gamma-ray bursts. In just a few seconds, they unleash more energy than billions of stars combined, flooding space with a deadly flash. If one of these events happened close enough to Earth, our planet could be sterilized, life erased as if someone had blown out a cosmic flame. These explosions come from extreme events like the death of massive stars or the collision of neutron stars. They're rare, but inevitable in the universe. And the scariest part? They give no warning, they just happen. If we're caught in the path, there's no shield, no technology, no escape. What's even more chilling is that scientists believe events like these may have already shaped the history of life on Earth. Some hypotheses suggest that mass extinctions were triggered by gamma-ray bursts that stripped away our atmosphere's protective layer. In other words, we may have already felt the sting of this invisible power. And if stars alone can wipe us out in seconds, what about the cosmic monsters that don't just destroy, but devour entire worlds? Black holes are, without a doubt, the most feared creatures in the universe. They don't just swallow planets and stars, they bend the very fabric of reality. Picture a gravitational funnel so intense that not even light can escape. Now multiply that by the mass of millions of suns. That's the power of a supermassive black hole. But it's a mistake to think they only pull matter inward. When feeding, these monsters can unleash colossal jets of energy, blasting destruction across thousands of light years. It's like a cosmic furnace spitting fire that incinerates everything in its reach. What's even more unsettling is the possibility of a silent black hole drifting through space. Invisible, giving off no light, just lurking, waiting to cross the path of an innocent solar system. If one ever came near Earth, we wouldn't even need to be swallowed. Its chaotic gravity alone could rip apart oceans, crack open the crust, and erase any trace of life. And if these world eaters already sound terrifying, imagine invisible forces even greater than black holes, silently shaping the fate of the cosmos itself. What we can actually see in the universe is just the tip of the iceberg. Everything that shines, stars, planets, galaxies, makes up less than 5% of the cosmos. The rest is made of dark matter and dark energy, invisible substances we can't see, touch, or measure directly, yet they shape the fate of everything. Dark matter acts like an unseen web, holding galaxies together. Without it, stars would scatter into the void like leaves in the wind. Dark energy is even more mysterious. It's a ghostly force pushing the universe into accelerated expansion, stretching everything farther and farther apart. The most disturbing part? We have no idea what these things actually are. It's like living in a house where 95% of the structure is invisible, and all we can see are the curtains and lamps. At any moment, this hidden foundation could shift, and rewrite the rules of existence. And if the unseen already terrifies us, just wait until we explore the storms and cosmic waves that reveal the universe's furious side. Think about a storm here on Earth: lightning, fierce winds, thunder tearing through the sky. Now, multiply that by infinity. On Jupiter, for example, there are hurricanes twice the size of Earth itself, raging for centuries without rest. Imagine living under a sky where a single thunderclap carries the force of millions of nuclear bombs. But storms aren't the only terror out there. The universe also trembles with gravitational waves, ripples in the very fabric of space-time, born from collisions of black holes or neutron stars. These waves travel across billions of light-years, and yet, we can still detect them here on Earth. It's as if the cosmos were a giant lake, and each cataclysm a stone tossed in, sending ripples in every direction. These waves prove that space is anything but silent or calm. It's alive with movement, packed with crashes and cosmic violence powerful enough to reshape entire galaxies. And if the universe is this restless, could it be that our own reality is just one version among countless others? What if I told you our universe might be just one among countless others? Theories of the multiverse suggest we live inside a cosmic bubble, and right next to us, other bubbles could exist, each with its own laws of physics. In one, gravity might be too weak to form stars. In another, life could thrive in forms we can't even begin to imagine. It sounds like pure science fiction, but it actually comes from real equations in quantum physics and cosmology. The idea of parallel universes forces us into a paradox. Are we unique, or just a random accident among infinite copies? What's even more unsettling is the thought that our universe might not be stable. At any moment, it could collide with, or be consumed by, another universe. To us, it sounds absurd, but on a cosmic scale, nothing is truly impossible. And if the possibility of other universes already makes our heads spin, what should we think about the inevitable fate of our own? The universe, as eternal as it seems, has an expiration date. One of the most widely accepted scenarios is the Big Freeze, a slow cooling where stars eventually burn out, black holes evaporate, and everything turns into a dark, frozen ocean of silence. A quiet ending, where nothing ever happens again. But there's an even more brutal possibility, the Big Rip. In this scenario, dark energy doesn't just stretch the universe, it tears it apart. First, galaxies drift away. Then solar systems break down. Eventually, even individual atoms are ripped to shreds. Picture reality itself being stretched until nothing remains. And there are other hypotheses too, like the Big Crunch, where the universe collapses back in on itself, an endless cycle of birth and death. Whichever ending is true, one thing is certain, we're living on a cosmic countdown. But, could the end be closer than we dare to imagine? The universe is both fascinating and terrifying. It gives us life, but it also holds forces that could wipe it all away without warning. So let me ask you, out of everything we talked about, which cosmic truth do you find the most chilling? What gives you the biggest shiver, black holes, gamma-ray bursts, or the universe's inevitable end? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Because while the universe hasn't destroyed us yet, we'll keep uncovering its darkest secrets together.